Hi everyone, I'm Farmer Jolly and this is our Let's Play series on Calmsden Farm. Now, at the end of the last episode we were tedding field 38, which is one of our grass fields, so that we've got some hay for the new calves. Now we've finished tedding the field and as you can see we have windrowed it, so we've grabbed the baler and the case tractor. Now the baler didn't have any twine, so we've had to run over to the store to grab the twine, and we have set the JCB worker to buying seeds just because it was about halfway through the field and very low on seed, so I thought that would probably be the best solution for now. I desperately want to look at upgrading the seeder. Now there are some contracts that we could look at doing. So there's a mowing contract which is I think worth about 44,000, and then there's a couple of fertilizing ones, one for I think 33,000 and one for about 25. So I think it would be worth potentially taking those contracts out, but we need to get our calves some food, so we've got to get this field all baled up. Now I'm not sure whether it would be better to take those contracts out so that we can upgrade the seeder, or take those contracts out and turn this field into a sheep field with the or create our own, because I think that would give us a load of sheep, and obviously they just need grass or hay and they'll start producing wool, and we could always put some goats in as well and get some goat milk, so that might actually be the better option. But first things first, we need to get this field all baled up, and then we'll bring the telehandler and the lorry over and load the bales up. Do we take those? Let's have a quick look actually. Let's just stop the tractor there. So let's have a look for these contracts. 20,000, not 25. So I'm definitely, yeah, we're definitely going to take that contract out. And I'm just thinking, these are going to be such easy contracts to do. All of these harvesting contracts are, well, that's red beets, parsnips, and red beets, so they're going to take ages and we'd have to borrow the equipment. But the fertilizing, we will accept these two contracts just because they are such high-paying contracts. Right, so we've got those. We could actually, let's find, should we use the Massey or, well, let's grab the John Deere as the, there it is, and from I went in first. So as the JCB and the case are being used for our field, we'll use the John Deere for the mowing, and we can set that off on a worker, and then we'll hopefully use the Massey to make a start on fertilizing. So let's grab the mowers. Obviously we have to do it this way around because the John Deere is the only tractor that can run both the front and rear mower. But it would be nice to, I've never actually built our own animal enclosure before. Oh, and I've hit the post, so let's just straighten ourselves up a bit. Yeah, I've never built our own animal enclosure, so it'd be really nice to do that. There we go. Let's just raise the front mower as it's... We should now. There we go, we are out. So, the mowing field is field 27. So let's open the map up a bit and try and work out the best way to go. So There we go. So I think, yeah, that's fine. I think I've got a route planned now. We turn this way. Basically, we've got to go to where we got the cows from in the last episode. And then we should be there. We do own this tiny little grass field just next to us. If I just stop and jump out of the camera, or out of the cab, so you can see there, it's not the biggest, but we might mow that on our way back, just because it is our field after all, and we could do with the grass. But we'll see. You can see from the mini-map that worker F is in field 5. That is the wheat being planted, and they're nearly done actually. We do need to plant field 10 as a grass field, but that can be done at any stage really. It would be nice to do it as soon as possible, so we then got that field, but we shall see. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to turn just here, which we are, and this is field 27. So if we collapse that, brilliant. So the AI worker can work on the field. Should do 2 headlands. And that is all going. So let's now jump into the Massey. Come out of the cab. Should we leave that there? Yeah. So we need to make sure we've got the front loader can go. Oh, wrong button. There we go. And then we'll drop the front weight off just there, because we'll put that onto the front. Now this tractor we've not used in this series so far, so I think actually by doing this, using this tractor, we will have used every piece of equipment that we've got. So where is our fertilizer spreader? Is it in one of these? Not in this one. There. So we'll grab this. We'll have a quick look as to how much fertilizer this can hold. So if we jump into the store and fertilizer spreader, so it can hold just over 3 bags. So let's buy 3 bags, because we know it will hold that. Put the beacons on and race over to the store. We are 8%, or the worker is 8% completed with the mowing field already. I think because we've got such a large working width, these 2 fertilizer contracts shouldn't take too long. So I'm going to race over to the store, grab the fertilizer, and I will see you at field 28. I think we'll do that one first. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, so we've just got to the entrance of field 28. It's quite a large field, but I'm really hoping that it's not going to take too long for our worker. So let's open up the menu, hit OK, and start the worker up. and they should get themselves in the right place. There we go. Right. Hopefully that will be enough fertilizer to complete this field. But for now, we need to jump back. Okay, so the fast track's actually... Sorry, getting distracted again. The fast track is doing okay. It is going quite slowly. Now, while we're here and I think about it, the seeder that we've got is this Horsch Versa 3KR. I would like to change it to this Lemken Solitaire 12, which was my go-to seeder in pretty much all of FS22. It is 165,000, but we will work towards it. We could obviously upgrade something like this, but it does need 300 horsepower as opposed to the Solitaire, which needs 180. Yeah, so I think that's probably going to be our best bet, just because the size to horsepower usage, the Lemken is brilliant. Obviously, one of these would be nice to try out, but that's probably going to be on a more of an American style map in the future. But let's jump back into the case. Here we go. And probably put this into a time lapse and get this field finished so we can feed those calves. I'll see you in a second. Right, so we are about to start the last swath. I need to forgot the word for it then. Then we can have a look as to how much we've actually got. So, bring up the HUD. We've done 11 bales. Be nice if we can get to 15. I don't think we will, but it would be nice. I think there's probably 13 in the baler already. Hopefully that's going to be 14 now. I could be completely wrong though. So let's have a look. So let's turn the baler off. And then we want to unload the baler. So that's 13. And then unload that partial bale. 14, so close. So we can now lift the baler and fold it. We'll close the HUD, jump into the camera, into the cab, change the camera, Now, we don't actually have a bale spike for the telehandler, so we'll drop the baler, park the baler up, and check on all of our workers. So we are going to go this way. I probably should put the beacons on. And we'll just park the baler where it was. We can also see whereabouts. So the JCB is right over in the far corner. So let's park this up. Squeeze in here. Back a little bit more. That will do. So there we go. Right. So this worker is, if I bring the HUD up, probably on the last up and down row, and then it will have the headlands to do. So that's doing okay. The JCB is soon going to be starting the headlands, and I think this is already doing the up and down rows. So they're doing okay. So let's have a quick look. So where's our telehandler? Here, telehandler tools. So probably go for this. So design. Which design do we want? I think we should go for standard, and we've got the Q-fit. There we go. So let's grab. Oh, it's run out of fertilizer. That is not ideal. So let's jump back into the store. And how many bags can we actually afford? Let's get 2 bags. So we bought the... Right, we need this. So we'll close the map for a second. Let's start that up. And disconnect the bucket like so. How are we going to do this? So I need to go to the other... Oh, I need to squeeze through this gap without hitting the fence or the lorry. There we go. So I need to... actually, what we can do, let's send this on a worker. So how do I do this? Create job. Create job, go to, and then I want it to go to the store. That there. Start. Target unreachable. Okay, right. Oh, we'll drive it there ourselves, and it won't take us too long. And we're going to load the fertilizer straight into the bed of this truck, and then we'll take the telehandler over with the low loader and get the bale fork the truck can then go and fill up the worker or the fertilizer. If I can keep control of the truck. And then we can use the telehandler to start loading the bales. Right. Yeah, that didn't take long at all. So if I park up about here, I think. Yeah, we'll lower that and take the straps off and turn the engine off. Let's start that. Disconnect that trailer. And connect up to this. So this isn't really a bale trailer, but it will have to do for now. So if I lower the ramps, and get this right to the back. Okay, we've got enough space now. There we go. Oops. Strap that down and close the ramps. And then race over. Just trying to work out in my head. So 3 bags gave us 60%. So 1 bag would have given us 20%. So these 2 bags should be just enough to finish this first field. So we will need some more. I don't really want to take out a loan if I can help it. But we shall see. Like I say, hopefully this will finish this contract. So if we pull in here. Oh, so close. I turned a little bit too early. Okay, I didn't turn early enough. We just hit everything. Not to worry. Right. So let's unfold the trailer. Take the straps off. We'll leave the truck running for a minute. And let's grab our pallet forks. Like so. Right. We need to just open that like that. And I think it's going to be better to go from the side. So let's lift this up. You see how low the suspension drops just from these two bags. Right, let's leave those there. So I don't think this truck is meant to take 2 bags of fertilizer. Let's put the pallet fork just on the front of the lorry for now. That'll do there. And then grab the bale spike. With that. And then pull this back onto the trailer. Like so, and then let's strap that, close that. That is very, very full, but it will do the job. So let's really quickly jump into this, and then we'll race over to so that we can get the fertilizing going again. Let's put the lights on. Yeah, maybe. There we go. I'm not sure how well this is going to cope with the big hill we've got to do. Hopefully it can do it okay. There we go. Right. I just didn't want to roll around that corner. This has got some good speed, this truck. I just feel if we go too quickly around some of these corners, we are going to fly off the road. Okay. So the gate should be just here. And let's see if we can see our tractor, which we can't. So let's bring that up so it's over the back. I don't actually know if there is a path around the side of it, because I don't really want to drive in too much of the crop. There's enough of a gap. There we go. I can start to see the tractor now. And we'll just stop here. And refill. That's bag 1. And the suspension jumped up massively. And this is bag 2. And then I can click H, and the worker should not run me over. Okay, at least we didn't fall off, flip the truck. That is a benefit. Right, we'll just get this back out of the field. Actually, we're not too far away. Should we just run it back to the farm, yeah. Back on the roads. There you go. Didn't hit the signs either. It's getting dark, so we'll try and get some bales stacked. But it might be getting a bit dark. What might be a better option actually is we'll take the truck down actually, and we'll load probably 2 bales into the truck and then run this over to the cows, and then we'll do the rest of them in the next day. Before we progress into the next day, then we do need to get field 5 finished. So how is that looking? Where is the JC? There's the JCB. Okay, so it's doing okay. So grab this and run down, turn this on, and again I turned the wrong time. Right, why can't I get out? The store won't let me leave. Let's try and move the trailer over a little bit more. There. Right. Got the right view so I can see when to not hit. There we go. Perfect. We are out. I always forget that we actually have a main beam for some of these vehicles. Well, for actually probably all of the vehicles. So we're just driving straight. We're not going to bother putting the trailer in the field, but we will grab a couple of our bales so that we can go and feed the cows. You don't realise how far away the store actually is. It just seems to take ages. Right, let's squeeze through this gap here. Yep, find the trailers through. And the truck we can see parked up nicely. So we'll park the lorry nicely along this wall, because then other vehicles can still get past. And turn the lights and beacons off and the engine off. Oops, daisy. Don't want to be doing that. Right, we will just strap this down because we aren't going to need that. Do need this. Right then. Let's go back into the cab. Because we want to try and stack these relatively neatly, as they are both going in the same vehicle. There we go. And I'm not overly sure how we're going to be able to get these in the bed of the truck, but we will certainly try. Think we're going to have to do this a slightly different way. Oh, no. They are technically in. Let's just see if we can get them a bit neater. Okay. Let's grab them like that. Okay, that will have to do. Let's just chuck some straps over. Oh, and that one there. We will not be closing the tailgate. Let's turn these lights off. And the engine. And then, again, with a massive load on the back of the truck, let's go and feed these cows. Now, we probably should have done it from the load of them, like pushing them onto the tailgate the first time around, because that might have been just a little bit neater. Right, oh, we're down to £640. That's not very good. We need one of these contracts to finish very quickly. I'm hoping the fertilising will be done. Let's reverse this in. There we go. Right, so if we have a look now. Yeah, perfect. The cows have some food. So we'll leave that there. So this isn't too far off. It is a weird angled field. And I think this is on the headland. So we will just sit with this. And £541. While that's doing that, are there any other contracts that would be worth taking out? None just yet. I think actually we need to get all these contracts done before we can move into the next month. So we will get, well, obviously the mowing contract is nearly done. So is this. I will get the other fertilizing contract done probably off screen. But obviously we've got a 30-acre field, a 50-acre, and then a 40-acre. But this should be nearly done. I'm hoping when it gets up to this top corner, it will be done. But we have just noticed that we have about less than 200 litres of fertilizer left, and we're on the last cent of the contract. It's going to be very, very, very close, down to 100 litres, and we're done. That was So close. Right. My worker's still... There we go. Right, so let's collect that money quickly. There. Brilliant. We are up to £34,000. So field 23. Trying to work out how's best. We do need to get to the shop, you see. So anyway, we'll call it there for this episode. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, if you could hit that like button, it would mean a lot. And if you've not subscribed to the channel already, that would mean a great deal to me if you could subscribe. And hopefully, we'll see you back here for the next episode. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.